Peace and blessings. He said, great topic. Wait for a few more people to come in, then we'll move forward. Good morning. It's a necessary topic. I've been fucking with it the last, I'm probably like a weekend. He said, this is the topic. Y'all share this live and shit so we can make a cipher out of it. We're going to kick it for a minute. Sparky, what's up? I heard XRP is better. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies out right now. Only one I'm familiar with is Bitcoin. All that shit is a risk but can have great rewards. It's too late when everybody trying to get involved with the crypto. I don't know about that. I'm hearing that from a lot of people. I know that Tesla and Elon Musk just invested a whole bunch of money into the company. And over the weekend, he said, yeah, let's just focus on one. You're right. Over the weekend, it reached $60,000. He said Bitcoin was 38 bands last month, and now it's almost 60. Right. Spark said, I'm going on 2 years of Bitcoin. Why didn't you tell me, man? I'm starting to understand the concepts. Just for the record, let's just put this out here. Gully TV now accepts Bitcoin as a form of payment for merchandise, appearances, everything. Word. Wolfish Supremacy said, I see 100K by December. This is a conversation we need to have. Instead of us, gathering around to bash somebody, stir up some beef, how about we get some money together? You feel me? How about everybody here get some money together? Bitcoin will reach 300K by the end of the year. Don't lose out on Dogecoin, Gully. It's still under 6 cents. It will go to $1. I'm glad that everybody's here so we can all get an idea of what commodities to fuck with. Me, I was introduced to the Bitcoin game through Cash App. One of my homies, he already dumped a bunch of money into it. It was working for him. He suggested I invest $75 to start. He said, just put something in there. I put it in there, and then over the course of the next couple of days, I started to purchase more increments and more Bitcoins in increments of 50 and shit. It's too high to invest there right now. I'll wait for a pullback. I'm not telling anybody to go right now. I'm already in. I'm just saying overall, is this something that we need to know more about? Because we all could use extra money, right? Everybody here could use an extra source of income. He said, nah, realistically, 100 G's by December because it will fluctuate throughout the year. So what we got to do, maintain composure and just stand in there through the ups and downs. Sean Sims says, I've been doing stocks since COVID started. About to look into Bitcoin ASAP and been tracking it. You can invest in stocks and the Bitcoin game through your Cash App device. Last night, I've seen that Apple stock is down right now. And it's something that I use. I use it so much, I got it tattooed on me. They go my Apple right there and shit. I love Apple computers. I made a life of myself with Apple computers. So yeah, naturally I would want to invest in that. Apple computers is down right now, but it's $121 a share. He said, have to do your research first. I didn't feel that I had to do any research with Apple. I got an idea when Apple stock goes through the roof. It's when they release a new device, a new iPhone or a new watch, whatever. He said, buy AAPL. BB said, lead this to the experts. Nah, it's time that we infiltrated this game and shit. It's time that we become millionaires from this shit too. We can't stock exchange just can't be a bunch of squiggly lines on the news and shit. We got to be abreast and aware of what the fuck's going on. He said tattoo, but no stop. Nigga, I did shit that Apple probably didn't even know their computers was capable of and shit. No formal training, no college training or nothing. The shit, everything that you seen possible, everything that you like here, murder unit, Haitian, Apple computers. Everything I did, Apple computers and shit. Not no other, in my opinion, no other hardware can handle the video files. Video files will crush a regular. Try putting some video files in a Dell or some shit like that. Apple been low since the split. Randy Nichols TV, can you explain to me what you mean by that? We're in the greatest transfer of wealth since the 20s. There are several components with Bitcoin that you have to educate yourself on. Do share. That's why I brought y'all here. That's why we're here, right? We're not here to gossip and shit like that. We're not here to talk about Nas Grammy. We're going to talk about that later. Bitcoin pays 8% dividends. Kaheem, is that good money? He said you should have caught it back in 2008. 2008? And that's 13 fucking years ago and shit. I don't even think I had an Apple computer 13 years ago. I didn't. I know I didn't. I had a Dell. I used to love Apple so much, I'd be camped out in front of the stores when the new iPhones used to drop. I like that shit too. I don't like all of the shit that come with operating apps though. You got to type in a fucking Apple ID and all this crazy shit. It's just too much sometimes, but I love it. AJ, good morning. Good morning to everybody that's here. Y'all share this. This is the money hour. We're going to talk money today. We're going to talk money. A lot of my followers have already branched out into different sources of cryptocurrency. I'm just trying to establish, by way of great minds, it's a whole bunch of us in here, which cryptocurrency is the one for us. Where can we hit our lick at? And then we're going to lead it. We're going to lead a discussion. And those who can afford it, go and grab some cryptocurrency or a stock this morning. That's what we're going to do. You can trade foreign currency on the Forex. Feds can't get a subpoena for your Apple phone. I don't believe that. They go on there whatever the fuck they want. They might not go in the phone that you hold in your hand, but they gonna get to the bottom of that shit. Bitcoin, Ethereum. In 2008, Bitcoin was about 3,000. It's 60 now. My children been buying crypto for 3 years, Gully. Take your time. Tailcoin, RSR, NFT. He said, invest like 1,200, Gully. Wait 2 weeks. Get your ROI and cash out. What's ROI? Big Worm said, I started with $75 investment. I was going to buy some weed. Shout out to you. That's what we need to do. Instead of buying that bag this morning, let's put that little money in the crypto game. We can get us a bag later on. We'll get a bag. ROI, return on investment. That's the fuck I'm talking about. I need more weaponry. I need more weaponry. I need more knowledge. I need more terminology. Y'all know I'm gonna put that ROI shit upside a nigga head. First chance I get. Nigga, you ain't getting no ROI. The fuck out of here. Gully, have a Zoom so we can talk and be clear. I ain't figured out how to operate that shit. I done been on a few Zoom interviews and shit. We might need one with we might need a clubhouse. We might need a clubhouse discussion on Bitcoin live. Shout out to the bird. All that do your research shit is loser talk. If you scared, don't do it. Nino de Mayo, that's what I'm talking about. Sacrifice a pair of sneakers and take a chance on yourself for once. The devil planted fear in you when you was a little boy, little girl. Nino DeMeo, teach that shit, man. He said, I can tell you everything, but this shit moved too fast. How about you follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV? I'll reply and respond, and we'll have a discussion with you. I don't got none of that on my jacket. I don't got none of that on my jacket. Last night I subscribed to two. They got a crypto news YouTube channel. I sat there and I watched that. That's how I got my I had already jumped in the game. My man put me in the game, but any type of insider education that I got on it was from watching this guy's video. That's how I found out that we crossed $60,000. The worth it exceeded 60,000. My plays for this week: Netflix, DBX, Win, Mister. Don't say I ain't put niggas on. So when you say your plays, what you doing? You buying stock in Netflix? Gully, I highly recommend Earn Your Leisure on YouTube. Check it out. I'm taking this so seriously that I have an actual notebook. I've been taking physical notes. Look over there and shit. He said, man, smoke an ounce a day. Why not invest? Nas once said, the buck that bought a bottle could have struck the lotto. It's the same concept. Are you on Clubhouse? No, I actually don't like Clubhouse. Let me speak about that for a minute. I seen a video that Hassan Campbell did last night. He was talking about how a lot of entertainers, rappers, let's just say who they are, a lot of rappers are jumping into the, media. They choose to call it podcast game. Everybody is on fucking Instagram interviewing people and shit like that. We don't respect that shit, man. A lot of y'all shit be corny. A lot of y'all just using y'all celebrity to, establish anything online. But y'all need to lead this shit to the professionals, for real. You need to lead this shit to the professionals. And you know why? Because when a professional is involved, you don't have to worry about a motherfucker like Mr. C talking about his personal business. Nobody wants to tune into that. Mr. C would have never got a chance to present that information on my platform. I never would have asked him about it. How did the discussion even go in that direction? How did the discussion even go in that direction? As long as you see a rapper conducting a motherfucking interview, conducting interviews, trying to be me, trying to be one of us who've been doing this shit. I've been interviewing motherfuckers since the DVD game. Feel me? As long as you see that shit, it's gonna be disaster. And Mano show whack as fuck. His shit whack. Fat Joe shit whack. Them niggas need to let Noriega live and shit, man. I feel that Nori is the cause of it. Let me tell y'all something, right? Noriega's show is gonna be good regardless. Noriega is entertaining. Just El Polo Loco. He's entertaining. He's always been entertaining. Go listen to his fucking interludes on his fucking CDs and shit. Go look at him in the movie Paid in Full. His little cameo scene. Water. It's just we tune it. Yeah, Nori's a natural. He got a natural charisma. He talks fast. Everybody try to jump in Noriega's lane, man. People need to leave that shit the fuck. Leave him be. Let him go. Everybody else. Shit terrible, yo. I enjoy Talib Kweli. I have to say that. But Nori always had a star power that made us gravitate towards him. That's just what it is and shit. But yeah, the Mr. C debacle that happened this weekend, that shit don't got no place in hip hop, yo. And it's funny as a motherfucker. That it unfolded on a Super Gangsters podcast. You dig what I'm saying? A super gangster, that's not convict. We don't even discuss bladism on. We don't do that, man. We don't do that. But ironically, it happened on your platform. This is you're gonna see a lot more of blunders like that. Yeah, yeah. He said even the security guard Jojo Capone is blogging. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You gotta be making like 5, 6 videos a day on topics that kind of like will be engaging if you want to move like Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell shit is moving because YouTube is triggered by the algorithm. He putting 4 or 5 topics up a day and shit. He gonna catch fire and shit. So yeah, y'all need to lead the shit to the professionals and shit. The money that y'all think that we are earning from this shit, it's inflated. It's exaggerated. You feel me? There's other things that you gotta do to, sustain for real. Stupid as fuck. Stupid as fuck. Corny, corny, corny. He said Maynard was extra comfortable asking him those boy questions. Getting back to the cryptocurrency game, because you're not gonna hear that. You're not gonna hear. Nobody's gonna be talking progressively. Nobody's gonna try to instruct you on how to get some money. We're gonna do this together over here. We're gonna find out together how to get some money and shit. You know what I mean? The new celebrity is being informed. It's being healthy. You dig? So he said, I'm about to log on to this money, crypto. I got my phone in my hand. I'm just literally watching the I check in and out on my Bitcoin account and watch it go up and down and shit. If you put your money in a bank or credit union, yeah, it's a benefit by using a credit union. But a bank, your money not gonna earn no type of nothing. They talk interest rates, man. You don't just stop it. He said Bitcoin is dope. You just got to be willing to lose money also. If you go and drink it or smoke it, might as well just roll the dice. Tony Smith, I appreciate you. Mr. C kept putting his hands on his shoulder. Every time I see him touch him at home, watching the interview, I'm like, every time I flinch and shit. So yeah, that shit need to be left out of hip hop. We don't want to hear about who you prefer to sleep with and shit like that, especially if it's abnormal. Just keep that shit to yourself. The sex life, we don't want to know about that shit. He said do 500 and wait a month and see if you want to. I'm at around 500 right now. Chris Moorman said, I think that Bitcoin shit is a scam. Not with Elon Musk getting involved. And I think one of the banks in France just received an invite or requested an invite to participate in. I don't want to word it the wrong way. Y'all have to look up one of these YouTube videos. It's a guy, Bitcoin News. Check that out. He'll fill you in on what's going on overseas. People in other countries are starting to jump in on it. Me personally, I accept Bitcoin as a form of payment now, period. Who you talking about? Wolfish Supremacy? Everybody don't need attention, my nigga. You don't entertain stupid shit like that. This is the dribble. This ain't one of them other niggas, man. Say what the fuck you want to say. I don't care. I got moderators for that shit. I'm not bothered by what the niggas saying. I don't even fucking know him. Musk moving the needle on his own. Soon he going to say you can use it to buy cars. I believe that's what he built himself up to say, that he'll accept Bitcoin as a payment for cars. Facts. Look into cryptos, NFTs. What's an NFT? He said it's a scam. Medicine is also a good investment. My family and I caught the Moderna stock early. NFT, check out NFT. What does the term NFT stand for? The biggest concern with Bitcoin is security because there's no footprint into identifying the source of funds. NBA Top Shot NFT right now. Y'all keep saying NFT, but y'all not saying with the acronym non-fungible token. Got it. Put money in a bank account is only for paying bills and financial record. The banks are flipping everyone's money and giving you the smallest interest rate for it. Yeah. Digital artist coming. Mark Cuban spoke on it. What is Bitcoin backed by? Nothing. So if the power grid goes out, those who have invested everything in Bitcoin instantly becomes broke. It's a risk, my man. It's a risk. Any investment is a risk. You trying. It's a try. Mano's podcast is trash. Thanks for spitting facts. I just talked about that Mr. C garbage the other day with Star. Mano will soon be where Troy Ave is at. I think Troy Ave established some form of success. I don't know. NBA Top Shot. Don't sleep on Ethereum. I appreciate your donation, homeboy. We're moving towards decentralization anyway. Mano Talk Show is booty. Niggas shouldn't be doing this. Go back to trying to make music or whatever it is that y'all do. The only reason a lot of these guys that you see on, especially on Instagram, trying to come down and interact with us is because of the drought. There's been a hiatus. The action has been stopped. Stop the action. Especially Fat Joe. Fat Joe, don't do that, my man. Don't do that. And I'm not targeting you. Everything I'm saying, it was brought to my attention watching a Hassan Campbell interview. My nigga Chris Rivers shouldn't be struggling. His woman pun woman should have never been in no shelter. She shouldn't be struggling. She shouldn't. And if you at odds with them, I don't think that any exchange that you have with a stranger or the general public could possibly be sincere and shit. You feel me? I'm not. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Go rap. Fat Joe can rap. Fat Joe got good music. It's terrible. We don't want to hear that shit. And we definitely don't want that situation that happened with Mr. C. We don't want to have to keep reliving that shit. It's bad enough the nigga got caught in front of every fucking body. He's a radio personality. We can't shake him. He Big Daddy Kane fucking DJ. After Big Daddy Kane, Biggie Smalls. I believe most people know that they can't shake Mr. C. So they just said, okay. But you shouldn't, your lifestyle and shit, my nigga, like, you shouldn't be talking about that. For real. He said, we're moving towards the Hunger Games. Get on this crypto wave. It's the equalizer. No way is my homie, wife, and kids in a shelter if he dies. This is what's being brought to our attention. How much fucking money can one person spend, man? It don't make no sense and shit. Bitcoin is cool for a quick flip or to wash money, but it's a weak investment. I gotta see. I need more information. Right now, I'm all in. Get a Zoom clarifications. We could provide so many gems. I got a Zoom account. So who gonna call the meeting? I could announce it. I defer leadership to somebody in the chat room. If somebody has any great grand information to share with us, let's do it. Digital currency is the future, so they can control you better. How can they control us if they don't have any say so over the currency? That's the whole point with the cryptocurrency game. So governments can't lean on this shit. Fat Joe always saying Pun was his brother. He met Pun through Cuban Link. He was money, not his brother. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get the notification. Decentralized finance kills the banks. Spend $20 a week on coins, VeChain. Buying coins 20 cents and under will flip your money just by going up a penny. Thanks for the knowledge that you're kicking on this Dribble Monday. You're welcome. We sharing it. It's the cipher. Each one teach one. The government don't control crypto's money. Exactly. I've been looking at Fat Joe sideways since Cuban Link and Pun's son put that info out. I met Chris Rivers before at the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York City and shit. He was a cool motherfucker. He said Bitcoin is already going back down. After it's peaked, it might go back down. It's not going to continue to skyrocket. The stock market is just like Smash and Raw, just know when to pull out. Invest in what you understand. If you're a sneakerhead, buy some Nike stock. I tried to buy stock in Apple. I guess they have to confirm or certify you to be a trader or whatever. They sent me a list telling me that the Apple stock was $121 a share right now. Bitcoin is a good dice game. I highly recommend AMC for when cinemas will be opening up. What's the best app to trade on? Anybody. I was told that Robinhood is an amateur app. The cartel's been using Bitcoin for years. They showed it on the show Queen of the South years ago. Mark Cuban interviews on Bitcoin is eye-opening. Good morning, King Mathis. Robinhood is good. How do you know when to pull? The stock market don't give you that I'm finna come feeling. If you up, back out. Invest in solar energy. I invest in what I know. My family comes from the trap. I bought weed stock and now follow legal legislation across the country. What brands of cannabis have stock on the stock market? Cookies. That's the only one that's been branded in a major way. Cookies. You got to have an exit strategy. A lot of these people late, bro, and haters. Look at my DM over a year ago. Somebody did talk to me about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency a long time ago, and I thought he was annoying. His Canadian brand's on the market yet. The US isn't allowed yet. It's one in Canada. Most of the weed stocks on the market are Canada. So Americans can't play the stock market game in another country. My man's name is Brazy. Speaking of Brazy, I seen the Honeycomb Brazy is having a show soon in Houston. Anybody going to the show? He said it was me, Tony. I didn't understand. We probably had to be in the same room. My man was in the same room as me. He opened up his phone and showed it to me. I'm already on Zoom. Dr. Boyce Watkins will teach the breakdown of stocks on a professional level. Check him out. You got to find a parent company with roots in the U.S. Jim Jones said he had to get in on it. He has his own coin. You combine it, but our legislation isn't letting companies in the U.S. be on the stock market. With marijuana, they don't have strands on the market, but they have companies that will grow. For instance, the company Canopy, CGC. Zoom was $36 before the virus hit. How much does the Zoom stock go up? How much is a share of Zoom stock? They shouldn't be podcasting or whatever they call it, talk shows. Shit's terrible, yo. He said not to change the subject, but when you gonna go live about that Mr. C interview with Mano? We not going live about it. We just spoke about that shit for like 5 minutes. We done with that. I'm glad that shit happened on Mano's platform because he wants to be a tornado, hyper masculine, super gorilla killer type of nigga. You over there chit chatting and getting rubbed on and shit. I already made a fortune in altcoins. Hit my line. I cover crypto on my channel. Oh, that's my man, Logic Spear. What's up, nigga? Hit me in a DM. Invest in AMC Theaters. Learn about buying calls and puts. A put will make you earn money when the stock price fails. Mano and Mr. C. For what reason would someone have to interview Mr. C? Mr. C can't talk about nothing but Biggie Smalls and Big Daddy Kane, but to per se interview Mr. C, you know that if you're going to be in a room with this nigga for an hour, you're going to run out of topics. After Biggie, you can't ask me something about Biggie, then something about Big Daddy Kane, and then you left with this nigga. What else do you know about him to ask him? Like, and there ain't gonna be none of that here. So go about your business. He told him, yeah, bro, that's what I do. He told him, yeah, bro, that's what I do. I said, damn. He called, yeah, bro, that's what I do. Hold on. We not bros, pimp. We not bros. My mother didn't birth no flawed pieces. My mom didn't put out no flawed products. She didn't. Let's get back to talking about Big Daddy Kane and Biggie Smalls, my nigga. Like, shouldn't even ask him that. He said, on top of that, C was more interested in men and shit than anything. Interview went left. Them niggas shouldn't be talking about that, especially Mano. You be running around here acting like you some type of great ball of fucking fire. Here you is. Hey, yo, that shit was like an episode off of The View. That shit was like an episode off of The View. You would expect the Star Jones and some bras to be up there during that. Straight up. All of that for views. All of that for views. You a convict. You did 10 years. You got the $150 cut and everything. You know you're not even supposed to be doing that. You violated every convict code possible by even doing that. We tolerate them. We don't be mingling and interacting with them, even if it's Mr. C. And he sat there and told you what type shit he was into. He sat there and told you what type shit he was into. He said, yeah, bro, all things popping TV. He said, yeah, bro, that's what I do. You know that. He told him, you know that. This is what happens when guys don't work. This is what happens when guys don't work. He said, views and clout is the new cheese. All things popping. I appreciate your donations. He said he looked crazy conducting that interview. Nah. God got a plan for you. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. That was supposed to happen on his platform. It was supposed to happen on his platform. Y'all ain't know I had my baby in my lap the whole time. Somebody at school or daycare got COVID. I don't know if it was a student or a staff. They closed the whole motherfucker down. They closed the whole shit down. Big Worm, we ain't gonna detail the things that Mr. C said. Y'all can go put that shit in main comments though. Bullets Gotti, I don't fuck with you, clown. Get your weird ass out of here. Let's talk about you for just a second. No, we not. I don't even got to talk about you. I don't fuck with you, fam. What's the scheme? Oh my God. Scheme. I gotta give you about 5 minutes. Y'all think I be happy? Y'all think I be talking fly? That little nigga Jazzo got a nasty mouth. That nigga Jazzo got a nasty mouth. Let me just talk about it for just 1 minute. Two things, because I've been watching lately. Number one, I don't know Mel Cross personally, never met him, but based on what I've seen on the internet and the things that come out of his mouth, he seems to be, I believe he's thorough. The other nigga, Scheme, I knew you was a bum. I knew you was a bum. You just, everything about you said bum. Everything about you said bum. But what I didn't know, look at his wrist. He the same kid that cut his wrist talking about the cuffs did it. Yeah. I didn't know you was one of them niggas. I didn't know that you was one of them niggas. I did know it. My man, you know what's funny? About a week before all the rest of the, Killer Kev and all of them got interviewed on Queen's Flip, you was the first nigga that was slinging a lot of blood dirt on the internet, saying niggas' names and shit like that. That's how we noticed you, I guess, right? You was the first nigga that did it. You the one brought a whole lot of this gangster killer. He got cut. He ratted. You brought all of that. You did, right? And you's a dirty nigga. That's a goddamn shame. You deserve everything that he told about you. You basically like a junkie. You a junkie and you suicidal. You deserve that because you brought a bunch of fitna and confusion to the internet. You deserve that shit. You deserved it. But I didn't know that you were suicidal. I didn't know that. Yup. You're suicidal and you're a dirty nigga and you're an excellent cook in jail. I know that to be the truth. The niggas who don't go to commissary, always some cooking ass niggas. The niggas that don't never got no food, they cook their ass off. I knew that you was one of them. I did. I could just tell. I don't know what you did to Jazzo for him to, let it rain on you, but you put out a handful of videos with my name in the title, my nigga. The nerve of you, and you a suicide case. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. You a suicide case. You done been in like 4 different sets of the Bloods, Mac Baller, and a bunch of other shit. I don't even know what the fuck the criteria is where they just let motherfuckers in a gang. What purpose could you serve in a gang, my nigga? You're dirty and weak.
Dad.
What's up, baby?
Do you want to go to the bathroom?
Yeah. Y'all hear that? Dad. Shit keep a nigga grounded. I love hearing that word and shit. He needed that. He needed that. I hope he leaves the internet and don't never come back. And I hope all the dirty niggas like him leave and don't come back. If you don't got talent, you're not gonna be on here. It's not gonna work out for you. Just like that dirty nigga from Jersey who couldn't breathe and shit. That dirty nigga from Jersey, he got like 30 videos with my name on him, right? Nigga can't breathe. Nobody even watched that shit no more. It took y'all 2 whole years to determine that this nigga was retarded. 2 years. 2 whole years. But as you see, nobody pays him any time, and nobody pays him any attention no more. You got to bring content. You got to bring content. You got to bring some lessons. You got to bring some shit that's riveting, some conversation pieces. Your conversation piece over and over and over can't be talking about other black men and you call yourself born divine of law. You don't preach no truth, my nigga. You're dead now. Scheme, dirtbag. I'm glad somebody that knew you personally pulled your skirt up. We needed that. We needed that. Yeah. I ain't got nothing to say about Bullets Gotti. We done with them dirty niggas. We here talking about cryptocurrency. I just wanted to point that out that I seen the video. Scheme suicidal. Be cutting his wrist. Be cutting his motherfucking wrist. How the fuck you in a gang, you cut your wrist? You don't even love yourself. How you gonna protect your brothers? Bullets Gotti, you getting the fuck up out of here. You shouldn't even be here. I don't fuck with you. Get out. Another one of these guys to provide zero content. Y'all need to stop watching these guys. Stop giving these niggas donations. Y'all paying these niggas bills. You know what I mean? Jazzo said it last night. Scheme literally gets on the internet every day and begs his way for $20 to get weed to smoke. Yeah. Y'all need to stop that. If you just pay attention, There's some people that get on here every day. They not here because they want to talk to you or they love you or they have anything to share. You're a potential lick. You're a potential lick. I want y'all to know that. You're a potential lick. You might not see me for a minute. That means I'm somewhere working and putting some shit together. And then, I start firing. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? That's how my shit work. But you gonna see that some of these guys, they strictly here to beg. This is the new panhandling system. So just so y'all know, make sure y'all getting something for your investment. Because when you start donating money to somebody, you're essentially investing. You feel me? He said Jazzo not lying. I don't think he's not. I don't think he's lying. I don't think nothing that came out of his mouth thus far has been a lie. I don't want to believe some of the things that was said about Mel Cross because his character, Mel Cross' character, don't agree with It don't. You can't demoralize somebody like Mel Cross. You can't. You can't. You can't. Mel Cross is thorough. Seriously. He said he slit his wrist trying to get off the chair. Man, we not doing no self-mutilation. That ain't even no black people trait like that. Where the fuck did he pick that up? Niggas be picking that shit up in institutions and shit. He said that OG product live was wild. He went crazy. He is crazy, and he need to exit the internet. These niggas only unravel and start going retarded when shit ain't going right. They only start unraveling when shit ain't going right. You cannot be here if you don't have no dope content. You can't. You can't. Yo, boom, 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 boom. What's the schmibes? You can't keep doing that dumb shit. You can't. People want check it, right? At some point, we gonna kick it about the Black Liberation Army. This some crack that I've been stirring for y'all shit, right? And y'all gonna love it because it's based on a true story. Tupac Shakur's the guy who raised him, his stepfather, Mutulu Shakur, is in it. It's the Weather Underground. There's topics that are official as a motherfucker. All you gotta do is just do a little research, legwork, and packaging, and you can come here and share it and shit. You feel me? But these guys don't have that in them. They don't have that in them. So what they do is they get on here and look for some type of bullshit. It has to stop. It has to stop. So he said suicide is a weak trait. Probably got hot for him. He made it hot for himself. Scheme got on internet talking about blood shit and dissing other blood. That's all the Bloods do is fight on YouTube. Especially the ones from the East Coast and shit. Y'all need to get that together. But yeah, that's all Scheme do is get on here and talk crazy to niggas like, you know, niggas who actually have a reputation and a livelihood and footage. You feel me? So he said, I went to sleep, woke up, and product was still talking online. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. It's almost 400 people here. We don't even have 100 likes. Can we do better? He said, stop cursing. He woke up. He was asleep. I'm at work. He's supposed to be at school right now. He said that live OG product did was 21 hours long. How the fuck do you go live for 21 hours? Where your bitch? Where your responsibilities? Ain't nobody calling you. Ain't nobody calling you to buy anything. Ain't nobody calling you to do any business. He said Gully showing his child. He be on Instagram all the time. If you follow me on IG, you'll see pictures of my sons and daughters and shit. He said, nah, suicide is mental, bro. We can't accept suicide from gang members. We can't accept suicide from gang members. I mean, one of a gang member's traits, obviously, is being a predator. If you're not preying on each other, you're preying on the community. You can't do that and then go and cut your wrist. We don't want to see. Come on, man. Come the fuck on. He said he talked for 21 hours. What did he get out of going live for 21 hours? Is that the same baby from the little pic in front of the Jordan statue? Yes. 21 hours. Y'all didn't think that was abnormal? He did all of that for donations. He said, fuck it, I'm going to just stay on here. Somebody going to drop something. He's trying to get status by putting in work on himself. Did gang banging hurt NYC? I'm not from New York. I've never been a part of a gang in New York. I believe at a point in time, or when it started, the UBN was in defense of black people in jail who were being oppressed. So it definitely was effective in jail. But what happens, I believe, what happens with all gang or all organizations is that they start preying on the people that they started out with. Seriously, I've been doing a lot of studying, research on the Black Panthers and shit. That shit was a mess too. That shit was a mess too. That shit was a money game too. The niggas at the top was living it up. Huey Newton and them niggas was living it up. Eldridge Cleaver, the top niggas was living it up. It was a business to them. Let's get some donations. Let's buy nice cars and travel and shit like that. Other people was really, really all in fighting for liberation and fighting the struggle and shit. And it was just a mess. It was just a mess. I say this to say that groups of niggas sometimes turn predatory. Good morning to everybody that's here. I'm gonna give y'all another few minutes. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all check and tap into the cryptocurrency game. If you want to commit suicide, you might as well run up in a bank and get that bag for your family before you take the coward way out. Being in a game is pointless. If you are very active, you got about a year and a half, then you're getting locked up. Creative, Lael Ashif, I appreciate you. Good morning. He said, I've been tapped in. A lot of us are late. I'm late. I've only been in the game for about 8 days. And the first one I tried is Bitcoin. We need to do more investing in totality. Seriously. Do you still be steaming with the pot of herbs? Nah, you don't have to do that no more. That was that little home remedy that we was practicing for the coronavirus. You can just go to a steam room. Gyms are open again. Go to a sauna, steam room, sit in there, burn it right up out of you. The virus can't live. It can't live under them circumstances. Dogecoin, Ethereum. Crypto is a finesse. I don't think so. Earn your leisure, Stock Mondays. What you think about Dogecoin? It's totally foreign to me. That's why I brought y'all here, so we all can share this information. I'm hip to Bitcoin to an extent. Ethereum seems to be favored. I never knew people over 30 still gang banging. In Chicago, most of the gang members was like 25 and under, with the emphasis on teenagers. I don't know why these grown motherfuckers still into that shit. Loyalty Films, nah, hit me on IG. I ain't on Facebook no more. Should get chlorella in your body. About to get wild ginger in my body. Get to the gym. You going to the gym? You going to the gym? Boom, boom, boom. All right. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm about to get up out of here. I hope everybody got something out of this morning. Cryptocurrency seems to be the future. We should be aware of what's going on, us. So, till the next time, I appreciate y'all. Follow me on IG, The Real Gully TV, and follow Gully TV World on IG. I got 3 interviews I've done that y'all haven't seen yet because I did them on Instagram Live. I interviewed Rudy Lowe from the Low Lives, St. Laz, who has that dope ass channel about Rikers Island in prison right now. I'm still alive.
Stop it.
Y'all have a good one, man. I'm about to get to the gym. He said crypto will leave you broke. He said Dark Low looking for you. Dark Low is hiding from cameras because he did wrong. What entertainer y'all know that don't be hot that's hiding from cameras? He been home over some months now, right? Peace.